Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Before we start, I'd like to ask you to like, subscribe, dislike, but leave a comment down below why you dislike it so I can improve the channel. Much appreciated. Anyways, this will be probably the last of this series. Before I do this, let's see if I got enough coin. I do got enough coin, okay.
Another stoic, perhaps. We've all been where you... I still do...
Okay, come on.
Alright, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. 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 Well, P.S.
That's the...
What?
Why do you...
I know. Please just think this...
I'm sorry, but I...
Please, Ulpius, help him. If he goes through with it... Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Oh.
You know about... Well, you don't under... It's too late for that. Yulia and I made a... If I backed out... Oh, really? But we're still in... Really? Wait. You'd do that for us? It seems today... Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I just wish there was some way
I want
could
to see you
repay
at the end too, if you can make it.
I'll go and take care of things.
Yeah, go. Now, me and you, buddy. Me and this mother flower. I believe the ending is gonna be here. So, let's get on with it. Was it Pluto, right? What's this one? This one was... Oh, okay. This one. What? 80s. No. Click the thing too fast. This one. No? That spaceship over there. Amazing. Oh, don't you fall off the dang cliff. Alright.
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself. As you have already gathered, I've been known by no girl, but the one and I've been, and what is that there will be time first, as a... My story is many thousands of years long. It is a matter of perspective. Your ancestors revered, but despite all that, they are... My kin and I all adopt. In time, we grew... No. Long ago, I swore. is my beloved. Like me, she has been known by many names. Ereshkigal, or perhaps you might know her as the goddess of spring. Your gaze lingers too long. That is my servant. You would have met by the river, though she wears many faces, Kumutabal to the Sumerians. Her role is to ferry souls between the mortal world and this. For that, she earned herself the infamous, if erroneous, moniker, the ferryman. You will talk more later. For now, ask your questions.
Okay.
As you wish.
What else we got?
It has come to be known simply as the... That is a long story. You see, long ago, we discovered your plan. You all but destroyed it, yet Proserpina saw raw but so we revealed ourselves. For a time, you flourished. We had sown the seeds of dependency, and my kin had seen enough. We began preparations to return to Elysium, but my Proserpina could not bear to abandon your kind without... She made an extraordinary sacrifice, and so she began her inescapable... Horrified, I acted swiftly. And then I pleaded with Proserpina's father, who the Romans called... It was, and is my hope, that once there... But he refused. I did... Humans were unworthy of ascension to Elysium, but seeing that I was aggrieved, if even one human city could... Then Proserpina and all of humanity, my part would be to remain behind. The last. And so my reward has been to languish here, so that I might take her. And here I am. There were also our leader, Jupiter, and as the first wave, I watched wave. Of course, believe after another 1,000, they built.
I'm just going through this dialogue just to see if I need to
ensure the wage was to this end. Whoever died as the tokens later when some placed coin. In fact, your kind. It is a...
I just want to exhaust this dialogue, so
but the erasure did... His tales were... Later the Egypt... Their Book of the Dead. Then when the Greeks... A warrior named Heracles. They each told him... And so from Sumer to...
Huh. Okay.
Of course. Good. Then now it is time for your reckoning. Only, it seems, something is wrong.
Yeah.
It has long been within my power to see into the hearts of mortals and weigh their deeds in life. But when I peer into you, I see only a blank slate, as if you did not exist until you appeared in this city. How is this possible? Charon, where did you find this one?
I do not remember ferrying you. How did you come here? If that is true, then I sense the intervention of someone powerful.
How did you come to be in this time, mortal? Who brought you here?
He cannot know.
I do not know. My kin departed long ago, and Proserpina has slumbered for 3,000 years. Tread lightly, mortal. Enough of this. It seems I will need to put your reckoning on hold for now. But answer this. Why have you come here? What is it you seek? Your hubris is amusing, so I will allow you to make your case. But I warn you, if you anger me or waste my time with lies or wrong-headed arguments, You face death here. So, tell me, why should I put an end to the so-called Golden Rule?
Yes, let's see what options we got here.
That is a very serious accusation, mortal. What sin have I committed? What evidence do you have to support it?
Yeah, of the
Every one of those people was guilty of failing to ensure their peers lived virtuously. They failed collectively, and so they were punished collectively. The Romans understand this, as did the Greeks before them.
let's try this one.
How unfortunate that we are not where you are from. Ah, but I am a god, and you are a mortal. Why would you expect me to treat you as I treat my own kind? You are not a peer. You are not a respected equal. Let me ask you this. Do you treat insects as you wish to be treated? Do you care for their well-being as you would your fellow man? Do you ensure they have food and shelter and protection from predators? Do you give them rights? Of course not. Because that would be absurd. Just as it would be absurd for me to treat your kind as equals.
Okay,
My love for her does not mean I am not superior, now that she is mortal. Bah! For a moment I thought you might have been building to a point. But I see now you are just a hubristic little creature. That is a very serious accusation, mortal. What sin have I committed?
let's try this dialogue again. Let me see. Let's try this again.
Every one of those people was guilty of failing to ensure. They failed.
And then
How unfortunate that we are not where you are from. Ah, but I am a god, and you are a mortal. Why would... Let me ask you, do you Of course not. Because that would be absurd, just as it would be absurd. love for her does not mean where to begin. Our lifespans exceed yours by thousands of years, in which time we accumulate vast wisdom and a mastery of technology you cannot begin to imagine.
Are you sure?
Because that is the source of our power over you. You could say that. My kin have no superiors. That is true. Go on. Make your point, mortal. Let me ponder that for a moment. If you are right, then it would follow that all this time I have been in the wrong. But no. The very thought of it grieves me. How can I accept your argument when doing so would make me a tyrant and a monster? Wait, what? What are you saying? You have spoken eloquently, and yet, if what you say is true, it follows that my wager was fatally flawed from the beginning. But that would mean Jupiter, Proserpina's father, who knew more about you than anyone, proposed a wager I could never win. Why would he do that? A mistake, but he is the best and greatest of us. Your words sting me, mortal. But perhaps it is what I deserve. As difficult as this is to admit, I have suspected as much for a long time now. And I cannot deny it any longer. I've been so fixated on taking my beloved to Elysium that every time one of you sinned, it wore away my hope of being with her again. In time, I began to despise your kind for making her believe that you could ever be better than you are. But my rage was not born of malice. Quite the opposite. Everything I have done, I did because I loved her. Who knew this empathy of yours, which you celebrate so much, could have such a dark underside? This has gone on too long. It is time for me to let go of this form, of her, of all of you. But know this. If I abandon the wager and leave for Elysium, neither she nor your kind may ever ascend. Very well. I will have Charon make arrangements to ferry the others. But as for you, be aware you will be separated from the rest. Once this exodus begins, the events that brought you to this moment will never have taken place, and you will have created a paradox. What will become of you is difficult to predict, but that is the risk you have taken by interfering in the natural flow of time. Now, are you ready?
Let's do this.
Farewell, mortal.
Is this the last ending, or maybe? I believe so. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. That was a little bit too loud. But yeah, let's see what we got. Yep, this has to be the last ending. Check out the area. Oh, we can't go no more further. Okay. Look at this place. There's no. No, I wanted to look around.
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al. Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Know who you are. I barely remember how I got here myself. Oh, did that lady in the forest send you in here after me? I guess I lost track of time, learning about the history of this place, and it is extraordinary. I'm fairly certain you and I are the first people to set foot in this city for about 2,000 years. Fortunately for us, the last person in here was a Roman man named Galerius, who inscribed an account into a tablet. Apparently there was a community of 20-something people trapped in here, and living in fear of a curse they called the Golden Rule.
Really?
They believed that if even one person sinned, an unknown god would cast them all into gold, like the 1,000 people who'd lived here before them. Then, one day, just as Galerius had finished praying for a good harvest at the shrine of Proserpina, an oracle appeared and told him how to solve the ills of the city, like saving the life of a dying woman, preventing the suicide of a man in debt bondage, freeing a falsely accused prisoner, foiling an assassination attempt, and so on. Meanwhile, the oracle walked up to the temple of the mysterious god, this one right here, and demanded an audience, and the doors just opened up to her. Nobody knows what went on in there, but Galerius wrote the oracle must have been more persuasive than Odysseus, because the next thing he knew, the ground shook, and the voice of that god rang out over the city. The many have suffered long enough. Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of stops after that, leaving a lot of questions unanswered. What became of him, and the other people who lived here? What happened to all the golden statues? And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse that had terrorized people for hundreds of years?
Yeah, that was me.
What? Oh, I see. For a moment there I thought you were serious. Anyway, I think I found a way out through the aqueduct that brought water into the city. Follow me.
Oh, I think we're done. Let's go see if she's got any more something different to talk about than the last time.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment.
Are you doing that again?
You go on ahead.
Okay. Okay, let's see what she's got to say. Maybe she got something different. But at least at the end, it's the last ending, I believe. Because we did all the other ones, and those are all different, so it has to be the last one.
You're back! But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al? Oh, what a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered, while we wait?
I discovered...
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well,
That's a
now
different
you know.
dialogue.
I I suppose you have questions. You can just call me Charon, if you like. I am sorry I was not completely honest with you when we first met. I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do not. But I have learned, from 5,000 years of experience,
It's the
that
same
most
dialogue.
people find comfort in familiarity, in gradual change, and coming to see the truth in their own time. That you died, of course. You were dead when I brought you here. My role, as the servant of the god of the underworld, has always been to assist the chosen to cross the threshold from the land of the living to the land of the dead. Usually, when people do not remember how they died, it is because they suffered a terrible trauma. Most souls would rather not remember.
Actually,
Ask yourself honestly, do you really want to know?
yes, I do, actually. Let's try this one.
As you wish. You were murdered.
Huh.
You were exploring an old tomb when you discovered a cache of forgotten relics, including 2 silver coins of ancient origin. Unfortunately, as you emerged into daylight, you were set upon by 2 thieves. A nearby hiker saw the scuffle break out and leapt to your aid, trying to help you recover your bounty. You both fought bravely, but your assailants were armed, and you were not. There was nothing you or your ally could have done. He died instantly at the scene, and you followed a few hours later. That man's name was Al Worth. You were each in possession of a sacred coin, called Charon's Opal by some,
Oh.
and so it was my duty to bring you here.
Okay.
It means I am now bereft of purpose. There is nobody else to ferry here, nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally run its course.
Okay, so we do got some different dialogue. Let's see. What's this?
Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans burying their dead with a coin in their mouths to pay the ferryman for passage across the river. Well, those stories contained a seed of truth, but not any coin would do. A long time ago, my master created 1,000 silver coins and had me distribute them across the world.
1,000.
My orders were simple. Whenever a person died in possession of a coin, I was to locate them and ferry them here.
Okay.
It means I am now bereft of purpose. There is nobody else to ferry here.
Yeah, you said that already. Okay.
I see
Let's
no
finish
point
this and
in
get my last
keeping you
ending.
here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Okay.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an oracle who confronted a god and undid an ancient curse.
Sounds like quite a story. And I look forward to hearing all about it. But you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
Yeah, I have no other choice. Alright, let's get to the last. What? There's more? ending scene? No. What's going on here? What is this? What is this? We're in a modern world. What's it say? Double can zoom in. There you go. Interesting. Oh.
Hey, you made it. It's great to see you again. I read your book, and what the critics said about it. I guess they weren't ready for your theories about the underworld. Anyway, after everything you've been through, I thought you might appreciate some good news.
Oh yeah?
So after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people mentioned in Galerius' tablet, and I found something strange. I'm sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been dying to tell you. I just really wanted you to see this for yourself. Why don't you head on down there? I'll catch up with you at the other end.
Suppose. Another freaking train. What's this? Fucking. What's going on here? Oh, one of the. What? What?
You're finally here. Remember me? It's a crazy story. After you disappeared, Karen appeared and told us she was returning us to the world. Even gave us some coins to help us start our lives over. Only, for some reason, she returned us to your world instead of ours.
Huh.
Anyway, I know we only ever had that one conversation, and I wasn't even sure if you'd remember me, but I wanted to say thanks for freeing us from the underworld and giving us a second chance at life.
Yeah, but how you faring here? Let's see.
Oh, I used Karen's gift to buy a farm in Umbria. Got a villa on it too, with enough room for Dooley, of course. It's hard work, but I sleep soundly every night. I'm finally my own man, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
So you became a farmer. I kind of figured that much. Alright,
I know! I can't believe my luck either. But we're engaged and living together. We're planning to get married next spring. If you're gonna be around, we'd love to see you there.
I would love that. Okay.
Of course, there's a whole museum full of people waiting for a chance to thank you, so you'd better keep moving.
Oh, really?
We'll speak again soon, my friend.
Is this her?
Oh, hello.
It's you.
Look at this chick. Why they dress her like that? She look goofy.
You're here.
There
It's
she
lovely to
is.
finally meet you. Galerius told me all about you.
Oh, hello.
So, you're the hero who somehow vanquished the last of the Roman gods. As I'm a priestess, you realize you've put me out of work. I'm just teasing. Actually, and it still feels a little sacrilegious to say this, I'm finding life after religion quite enjoyable.
Really?
Galerius and I are engaged and expecting. We've just bought a lovely villa in the countryside with room for a large family. And Dooley too, of course. It feels like the world has just opened up for us. There's so much to learn, and so many more possibilities for our children than we ever imagined.
Yeah?
We're just so thankful for what you did for us. For all of us.
Okay.
See you at the wedding, I hope.
Sure. And here's this guy.
Oh, hello.
Here's one of those things, giant thingies. What do you gotta say?
Hello.
It's you.
I'm Dooley. Galerius said you're very nice and a big helper. Thank you for getting us out of the bad place.
Bendito.
I didn't know.
This guy. It's good to see you too. Bye, dude. And this is
Hi there.
old girl. Old girl.
Hey,
Did you become a militant? You joined the military. Of course you did. Of course you did. And what did you become? Huh? Prostitute? Huh? What you become?
Evening.
Swilling people out of their money.
Hi there.
No, I guess I'll talk to everybody. There's more people down there.
You're here. It's so good to see
Hi
you
there.
again. How are you?
I'm straight. I'm straight. How about you?
Long time no see. Lucy is fine. I'm making an effort to blend in, as you can see. We are all trying to keep a low profile. If the world knew we died 2,000 years ago and were suddenly brought back to life 12 months ago, they'd never leave us alone. Speaking of which, I wanted to say thank you in person. I'd say the gods smile on you, but I hear you drove the last of them off. So,
It's good to see you too.
don't be a stranger.
Yeah? Alright.
hey,
Yeah, let's talk to you.
I take it you're the Oracle. Thanks for coming. Actually, I changed my name to Cynthia. I didn't want to be associated with Sentius after what happened. I'm not sure if you heard, but after you drove Pluto off, Proserpina emerged from the Great Temple. She knew right away what none of us had figured out about that psychopath. He'd been keeping my little sister locked up in the upper cistern all that time. But he's been dealt with. He's... you know what? The important thing is we'll never see him again.
Oh, good. Oh, you're the sister. Never mind. I'm sorry to call you that. I was thinking about the girl that was on the bartender. But you were an ass too. Yeah, you're still an ass. Yeah, what did you just say?
Anything I want. I'm a woman of means in a vast new world. I can go wherever and do whatever I please. Of course, I mostly just stay in my villa and have my servant Alexa summon things for me, because it's just awful out there. Barbarians everywhere.
Yeah, you're still an ass.
He's still there, all alone. The last golden statue in the underworld. Trapped in a metal shell, slowly losing his mind until the end of time. Eternal torment. Just what he deserves, if you ask me.
Huh.
Then I suppose he got his wish.
Yep.
You too. See you around.
Yeah. And of course you are
Evening.
the military.
Hi there, I'm Horatius. I understand we have you to thank for giving us a second chance at life, and reuniting Storyteller with us as well. So, thank you.
Oh, you're good. Okay.
See you at drinks later, I hope.
I knew you would become a military person. What else we got going on here?
Hello.
Magnificent museum.
There's this guy. This guy, did you marry her? You fit perfectly together.
Greetings. You must be the legendary Oracle. It is a sincere privilege to finally make your acquaintance. I am Georgius. I am told we have you to thank for freeing us from Hades, and for that I am most grateful. You too, my friend.
You're the one we've been waiting for. I'm Fabia.
Oh.
I wanted to say thanks for stopping me from going into that shrine. I still think about that all the time.
Yeah.
And for getting us out of there.
You're welcome.
Just so happy to be here with you and everyone. Well, it's not like I have to work with all the silver Charon gave me, so I just do what makes me happy. Mostly that means baking for my friends and looking at memes while binging TV shows in yoga pants.
Yeah, wow. You fit in real quick, huh? Glad you're happy.
Thank you. I really am.
Alright, good to see you.
You too.
Oh wow, there's a whole lot.
Greetings.
Oh, look at this guy. Yeah, I'm the only one to talk to the important this dude that.
Good evening.
Hello there.
That is. Who are you again? What the? Oh, it's the crazy lady. Not the crazy lady, the one that went insane. Aha.
Some soiree, innit?
Look at this guy, still a jackass. And how you leaning like that?
Good evening.
I guess I have to talk to them, man, because it's...
I take it you're the oracle everybody's talking about. It's a pleasure to... We have. I'm sorry, I don't remember. In any case, I'm Philip. I never thought I'd leave that cave, let alone the city. And now I'm living in the 21st century. What a time to be alive. And it seems I have your catabasis to thank for it. My sincere thanks once again.
I want to know what you're doing, but I don't feel like going through your dialogues. You are an ass. Don't care what you're doing.
Good evening.
You're here. It's so lovely to see you again. I'm thankful that you're here. I was sure the person who drove off the last pagan god would have more important things to do than visit the likes of us. But thank you for coming and for saving our lives. What you did was extraordinary, and I'll never forget it. And you.
Oh, you're good. Okay. Look at this guy.
What is up?
Oh, he made it out, huh?
Hello.
This is... Who again, please? Oh, that's a old boy then, right? No.
Hello there. Oh, I go by Gabriella now. I didn't want to be reminded of that monster every time I heard my own name. You didn't hear? My adoptive father, Sentius, locked me up in the upper cistern to stop me from escaping.
Yeah, I know.
I'm living with Ulpius on a little vineyard in Umbria. It's even more wonderful than I'm so grateful to you for making sure you can try some of our very own wine. Thanks. You too.
Okay, and there's this dude.
Hi.
Wait a second. Glad. Okay, let's keep going. That was nice. But you guys can do that on your own. Some of the dialogue. This was unexpected. I didn't expect them to end up in our world. Well, in her world. So we're in a museum at the moment. Or a gallery.
There you are. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, there's one more person I wanted to introduce you to. I think you know her.
Sorry if I frightened you. Just a little joke I've been saving for a long, long time. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Proserpina, former goddess of the cycle of life and renewal, and now a regular mortal. I wanted to meet you in person, and thank you for freeing all these people, and me. I hate to think what would have happened to us without your intervention.
Yeah.
I did. I may have given up my immortality, but I still retain my gifts as the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. After witnessing Pluto punish countless poor souls over thousands of years, I knew this generation, the final wave, would not survive. So I tried to give them a way to buy more time. A second chance. Rather, as many second chances as they needed to avoid his wrath. So I whispered to Sentius in secret, telling him the prayer required to create a portal in my shrine. I knew the danger of humans being corrupted by godly power, and so I put a safeguard in place. I required the creator of the portal to sacrifice their own life, so that it could only be used selflessly to help others. What I did not anticipate is that Sentius would retain his accumulated memories from each previous day, and as a veteran soldier he had long since shed his fear of death. He quickly discovered that he could, in effect, prolong his own life indefinitely by exploiting the cycle. Of course, once I had taught him the prayer, I could not unteach him, and there was little I could do but wait for someone like you to come along and see him for what he was. We were all fortunate you came along when you did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, she inherited dominion over the underworld. Last time we spoke, she was working on a new world of some kind. She wouldn't say what it was, but I'd be surprised if you don't run into her again. I imagine we all will, one day.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to him. I haven't heard from him, and I rather hope it stays that way.
Okay.
Indeed. Suffice it to say that while Pluto was controlling the eyes and ears of each golden statue, I was able to control their tongues, and whisper to you when he was distracted. I am sorry my messages were so cryptic. There were only ever brief windows in which I could speak to you without being detected.
Alright.
And you, although it feels like I've known you forever. Oh, and one last thing. Do you remember all those golden statues scattered throughout the city? Good, because they remember you. Well done, my friend. Of all the heroes who ever journeyed to the underworld and returned,
oh wow,
none came close to achieving what you did. Hercules, Orpheus, Theseus, and Aeneas would be proud.
Oh. So they all got freed, okay. And that concludes the Forgotten City. Hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. After the first episode or two, I was like, man, I don't think I'm gonna do I'll finish this Let's Play. But then I got hooked on it, and it turned out to be fun. It was interesting. The story was pretty good. So I'm glad you joined me on this journey. But until next time, I'll catch you in the next episode, or our next journey, per se. Alright, once again, stay safe.